Right, welcome back to a brand new video on this YouTube channel. Ignore the beanie, it's cold, it's winter time, and my hair is a mess. Please, just ignore it. So today, I'm going to be watching / reacting / whatever you want to call it to relatable TikToks from school to see if I actually can relate to school kids. This is weird. Let's get into the video.
I will not tolerate this behaviour in my school. Right, sorry, is George in here? Sorry, guys. Where's your...
Fucking first off, the guys. Oh, that sends me fucking back. Oh my god, this is gonna be a classic.
Can I trust in this room? Ellie, I can see you there. Right. Could you go to reception, please, and let them know that... What classroom is this? 10A. Okay, could you let them know that 10A is without a teacher? I am in charge of isolation today, and I need to speak to George.
We all know the said incident is probably wasn't wearing the right shoes or like stealing something from the cafeteria. I don't know. Stuff that happened in my school when I was going.
Right, so let's just stop and analyse what's just happened there.
We've all been there. We have all been there, and if you've not been there, you're going to be there. It's always the door was red. Let's stop. Why was the door red? Why? Maybe because he wanted to paint the door red. No, it's because it symbolises blood. You're like, and hatred. He was like, it's not that deep. It genuinely cannot be that deep. But no, English exams, they were always to do with what can we infer? What can we infer from the written text? And then you have to write it out like, bitch, the door is red because the door is red. Like, what? That was always me. I was the shy kid the whole time in school. That was always me. Oh my god. I was shy, I was awkward all throughout year 7 to year 11. I was always shy, I was awkward. So whenever I did get picked on, by the teacher, I'd always be like, okay, well, everyone's staring at me. This isn't fun. Randomly say something will pop out of my mouth and then be a fucking miracle if the teacher goes, yes, actually, yes, that is correct. And I'm like, is it? Great. I'm great, thank you. Yes. Leave me alone. The whole time. God forbid you say something stupid. If you say something stupid or wrong, honestly, the whole class will just erupt and laugh, and then they'll probably pick on you because they were already picking on you.
If you travelled by car this morning, you can go. If you travelled by bike, you can go. If you travelled by helicopter, sit back down.
No, because I remember this, especially on a Friday. It was always a Friday. The last lesson of the day. And they would do this shit to me all the time. And the thing is, the first thing they would say is if you travelled by the school bus today, you can go. Fine. I walked to school every day. But the thing is, why didn't I lie? No one lied. They just all stood there until if you got here by car or if you walked to school, you can go. Why did we just sit there or stand there at our desk waiting to be yep, you can go. You can go. It makes no sense to me. Why didn't we do that? Why?
What? You're always fucking looking at me, dude. Shut the fuck up because I always catch you staring.
This was me, but not to that extent. Because even though I hated going into school, I never attempted or looked at it and went, yeah, I want to drink you. But I did try and get out of school quite a lot. I hated going to school. The only thing that kept me going to school was really my best friend. Who I'm still friends with to this day. You know, been friends with him for 20 years now, give or take. I remember we used to have a little group. Do I name names? Sure, I'll only name first names, because let's be honest, no one's watching this and no one cares.
Right, so let's just stop and analyse what's just happened there, right?
The name of the people were me, Lewis, Nico, Alfie, Richard, Daniel, Connor, Ryan, Bailey, Charlie. Did I say Daniel already? I think I did. If I didn't, then it's 10. If I did, it's 9. 9. There were more, but those were the main ones. And I remember it was a fun little group. Some people were worse than others in said group. Some people I was closer to than others. One of them thought they were a Yahtzee. And I say Yahtzee for a reason. Okay, this makes me laugh because it's true. From year 10 to year 11, we had the same English teacher, right? And it was bullshit. Teacher, to this day, she was a knob. She did not care at all about the class, at all. I don't blame her a little bit. I don't really blame her, because the classroom itself was a difficult class to be in. It was full of the class was full of the boys in the school that thought they were funny. They thought they're hilarious. Some of them were popular kids. Some of them weren't popular kids. Some of them were just dickheads in general because they were like my bullies, right? And these boys would always disrupt the lesson. Every single time she tried to speak, they would ask her a question, goes, Miss, and then ask her a ridiculous question that's got nothing to do with the topic. So I don't blame her for that, but she did just give up on us. She just gave up on us. And the thing is, it wasn't fully all of us, because there were kids in that lesson who wanted to learn. Me was one of them. We wanted to learn, but she gave up on us, and she just said, look, I give up. You guys are all going to fail. I don't care anymore. You are all going to fail this class. And she stopped teaching every single one of us. Just because some boys in the class didn't want to take anything seriously at all. One of my old friends, Alfie, right? He was also in my class, right? And he begged to be moved to another class, right? That normally that's fine. That normally is fine to me. But I'm gonna say I was in bottom set English due to my dyslexia. It just wasn't going in, right? And so was he. He was also in bottom set with me, but he begged to go from bottom set to go all the way to top set, and it happened. It wasn't based on his grades. Wasn't based on his merit. He got in there because the teacher of top set was his form tutor. And I thought that was bullshit. And he was like, oh, go on. He said to me, go on. Do you do it? You do it. You can do it. You beg. I was like, Look, I'm not doing that. I thought to myself, I'm not doing that. Because that's not going to work for me. I'm not in his form. It just wouldn't work for me. That used to happen to me a lot, right? Still happens to me to this day. There'd be so many words or so many sentences that I'd have to write. And then I would come across a word like, how the fuck do I spell? Let's say, for example, the word is crucial. Crucial should be an easy word to spell, but I can't. I can't without having to really think about it. And my handwriting isn't the cleanest either. There's a story to that though. So back in the day when I was in primary school, actually, I used to be left-handed. I used to write with my left hand. My primary school didn't like that at all. So what they did, right, for no reason at all, I would go into detention for no reason, and they would make me write lines with my right hand, and I would be writing lines with my right hand for like an hour a day, until my dominant hand was this hand and not this hand. Right? I got a detention quite a bit back in primary. There's a few stories. One, like I went to the wild area with my friend Charlie back in the day. He led me there, right? He led me to the wild area, and then he would leave me there. And then till I told a teacher, and a teacher would deal with me and not him, right? But this is genuinely true, happened to me. I needed the toilet. I was like 5, maybe 6. I needed the toilet. It was lunch. The teacher, who was on like hall monitor duty at that time, didn't allow me to use the toilet because I didn't have a hall pass. Right? During lunch, I wasn't allowed to go to the toilet without having a hall pass. And I didn't want to wet myself, which is a very fair thing for me to say. I don't want to wet myself. So I thought, I'm going to have a big brain here. And I left the cafeteria and went into the playground. I found a secluded spot. This is honest to God true. Honest to God true. I found a secluded spot with a plant pot. I peed in the plant pot. And teacher came and had a go at me for doing what I did. Even though she was the one that told me I couldn't go to a toilet in the first place. And I wasn't about to piss myself. How that story ends, when my parents get called up and they get told what happened, I explained to them what happened, what really happened. I was like, I needed to go to the toilet, blah, blah, blah. She wouldn't let me unless I didn't have a hall pass. My parents thought it was ridiculous, so they took me out of that school and took me to another primary school, and that was a little better. However, in my other school, a teacher was one of the reasons why I was bullied. I'll get to that one. I was getting bullied anyway in my second primary school. Right. But I said to the teacher, I said, Miss, I need a pen. Can I have a pen? And she was like, okay, cool. Opens up her suit, like a pencil case. What I was going to say suitcase. Pencil case. And just goes, okay, I'm just going to find a pen for you. Find a pen. And then she picks out this pink pen. Right? Black ink, but the pen was pink. And she gave it to me. And I went, all right, okay, thank you. And I'm trying to do my work. And every single fucking thing she said, she would say what she had to say. And then she'd look at me and go, just like Lewis, with his pink pen. And every kid fucking laughed as if it was my fault I had a pink pen. And I got bullied after that because of her. Because everyone took the piss out of me for having a pink pen. Also, do you like this prop? It's not even a prop, it's my fiance's makeup bag. I think it's a pretty cool makeup bag, actually. I think it's a pretty cool thing.
I want to think what Britishness means to you.
Is British a religion?
God.
I think I watched that show, actually. That show used to air in the UK all the time. Especially back when I was in school. I don't know if it's still a thing now. But I do high-key remember that. Oh my god, is British a religion? No, it's not, love.
And what continent is New Zealand in?
I put my heart in this. Why does everyone think they're the hardest? Why do you speak for the sake of speaking? Don't even know it's in the sky. Honey, calm down, calm down.
This never happened in my school, but I will say this. There was a girl called Lauren in my school, and we were in geography together. We were in geography together, and she genuinely asked the teacher, "Sir, is Liverpool a country? Is Liverpool a country?" Everyone was laughing, but the thing is, nothing happened. Nothing really happened. They just went, oh, Lauren, you're such an idiot. But she did have an attitude. She'd always like, what? What, sir? I'm not even on my phone. Why are you coming at me? Everyone else is on their phone. It wasn't even me, sir. Oh my god. The whole time. Every day. Lauren. Jesus Christ. But again, this isn't based on my school or anything. This is based on, like, my little sister, right? We would ask her geography-based questions. And we would be like, so, where's Brazil? Where's Brazil on the planet? And she'd look at us, dead ass. And we're like, she'd be like, what? What? Like, what continent is Brazil in? And she'd be like, oh, Brazil's in Brazil. It's in Brazil. And we're like, sorry, what? She'd be like, Brazil's in Brazil. Brazil's in Brazil. And we'd be like, no, it's not. She goes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm like, no, Brazil's in South America, not in Brazil. But it is, though. She still does it to this day. I'm sorry. That never happened in my school that I know of. If it did, I was never a part of it. Because... What? That's mad. That's mad disrespectful. And when I was in year 8, yeah, sure. With me and my friends, we used to get up to random shit, right? Like, but we never did this. Never did this. Shit we used to do is used to go down fire escapes because we could. Because there was no alarms connected to the fire escapes when I was there. Used to chill out on fire escapes actually every single day. Even if we got moved, we'd go to the next one and then the next one. All the way around the school. I think we hung out at every fire escape in the school. We also used to just scream down the halls. Literally at the end of school, and the school is practically empty of students, right? And we had like after school activities, like we were playing football on the AstroTurf or whatever it may be. And I have videos of it. Actually, I'll post it now. Me and my brother, we used to scream down the halls and scream "Oi!" and then run off. That's what we used to get up to. I'll post it now.
Hey! That way. You're filming. Yes, hurry up. Oh, it's open. Look, it's open. Oh, oh. Oh shit, it's got to be there. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, good. Whew.
That's what I got up to at school back in the day. Never this. Like, this is mad disrespectful. This is pure, like, dickhead behaviour. And I can imagine a lot of the teachers and cleaners that work there hated you. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to leave it there. This video has been an eye-opener for me, and just going back down memory lane, talking about school, is really fun. It's really fun, but also weird. I think school memories, regardless if they're good or bad memories, they stick with you for life. No matter what. In these videos, I feel a little bit nostalgic. Like, I feel like I've been on a nostalgic fucking journey throughout these relatable videos that I just watched, right? If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're new, because that would really help me out on this little journey that we're going on, right? But please make sure you're subscribed, because 92.3% of you right here are not subscribed to the channel. And I'd really much like to change that. Let me know what your school was like, your best memories were, what your worst memories were. I'm very curious. Lastly, if you want to follow me on social media, feel free to. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all here. Follow me, all in the link in the description. Make sure you follow me. With that being said, you guys are awesome. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Peace.